the Metroplex. We join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals meet in the NFC East. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from Arlington. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out and they are led out Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. Whoa! And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. And we can see the results.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
3rd and short. Prescott. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll go with Williams. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Dak. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and then... So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here, led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to run.
Hey, he did a job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Daniels to throw on second down. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll be brought down after, but that is enough.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Daniels gonna throw again. He takes off, and Daniels Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
And in motion is Brown. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Right back to Brown, he's got it again. This drives him, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so, until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game.
And he's in! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big time finish, big time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Cowboys 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second. They'll try a jet sweep. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of game.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. They'll take over there.
At their own
The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Daniels. How to take it in by Krosky Merritt. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you got the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Dak to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football from the 31. Here's 2nd and a couple as we are ready to get back underway. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right.
Number
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A 46-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Throwing on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Ball complete to Jalen Lane. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Samuel has it on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. We can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Now a give up the middle, and he's brought brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Daniels. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will up the lead to 5.
Cowboys 9.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a receiver, and that's Lang. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A give, and here comes Williams. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Prescott. This one caught at the 4.
Prescott's pass complete to Luke Schoonmaker. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Williams. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2. Down to the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will up it to a 2-point lead.
Commanders 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set, take over.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Man in motion is Brown. Throwing on second down. Daniel. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs. It's up for more success come third down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Prescott again. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. At the timeout for Dallas, it's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Keep it
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. The motion man here is McClure. Play action. Here's Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
11 on the play. And the Washington first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Washington.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Oh, they got him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Here's a designed run.
Prescott and the keeper. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. On the carry, it's Williams. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Quan Martin is there for the stop.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
It's third and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
14.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The motion man here is McClure. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He runs with it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. On the play fake. Dak. Left side. Caught by Lamb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams gets it from the pistol. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. So play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lance.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Prescott now. A throw there on 2nd down, the incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
3rd, they need 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Makes the score Cowboys 25, Commanders 14.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work.
26-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Washington.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Inside the 25. And he will score. Jacory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Commanders. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two.
Two-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 33-yard
A lot could go
line.
wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 7. Now this looks like it's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
And what a clutch throw here on third down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Commanders' 12-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now Prescott. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniel. He'll step up and run.
Well, the quarterback didn't gain a whole lot there, Mike, but frankly, he didn't need a whole lot either. Nice job understanding the situation, when to pull it down, and he's able to pick up the first down on his own.
Commanders first down.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. They'll throw with Daniel. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Osa Odiguzua. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
Second down.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Throwing is Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now fourth down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Has his man. It's Samuel. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
First down, Commanders.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commanders first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Washington first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he will score again. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders have cut the deficit to 5.
Cowboys 32, Commanders 27.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, a return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On play action, here's Dak. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll tuck it and take off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is our last chance. Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Mike Wallace, one more time.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play action now. Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, There was nowhere to go with the ball.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey at the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it is Jaden Daniels and the Commanders down by 8, 2:15 to go. They're out of timeouts, save for that 2-minute warning, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
There's Ertz. He's got it right side.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd down, they need 3. Daniels gonna throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, they all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.